Have you ever witnessed something so intense, so raw, that it felt like you were watching two gods battle on Earth? That's the only way to describe the third and final showdown between Muhammad Ali and Joe Frazier, a fight that transcended sport and became a legend. This wasn't just a boxing match. It was the final, brutal act of one of the greatest rivalries in history. We're talking about the Thrilla in Manila, a fight that pushed both men to the very edge of human endurance and etched their names into eternity. Today, we're going ringside to relive every heart-stopping moment of that legendary encounter. To truly understand the magnitude of this final fight, we need to go back. Ali and Frazier weren't just opponents. They were two sides of the same coin, polar opposites whose destinies were intertwined. Ali was the greatest, the charismatic, poetic showman who floated like a butterfly and stung like a bee. He was a global icon, a voice for social change, and a master of psychological warfare. His style was elegant, elusive, a dance of precision and power. Then there was Smokin' Joe Frazier, a relentless, powerful force of nature. He was a brawler from Philadelphia, a man who moved forward, always forward, absorbing punishment to deliver his own devastating blows. His signature left hook was one of the most feared weapons in boxing. While Ali danced, Frazier bulldozed. While Ali taunted, Frazier simmered, his quiet intensity a stark contrast to Ali's flamboyant personality. Their first two fights had set the stage for this epic conclusion. In 1971, in the fight of the century, Frazier handed Ali his first professional defeat. A brutal 15-round decision that saw Frazier knock Ali down with that legendary left hook. It was a victory that cemented Frazier's legacy. But Ali wasn't done. He got his revenge in 1974, winning a 12-round decision in a less explosive but tactically brilliant performance. So, the score was 1-1. The world needed a tiebreaker, a final, definitive answer to the question, who was the greater man? And so, we arrive in Manila, the capital of the Philippines, on October 1st, 1975. The atmosphere was electric, but also incredibly oppressive. The fight was scheduled for 10 a.m. local time to cater to an American audience, meaning the boxers would be competing under the searing, tropical morning sun. The heat inside the Araneta Coliseum was suffocating, a sweltering, humid oven that would become a third opponent in the ring. Ali, in his typical fashion, had ramped up the psychological warfare to an unprecedented level. He belittled Frazier relentlessly, calling him a gorilla and using a rhyming chant. It will be a Kila and a Thrilla and a Chila when I get the gorilla in Manila. While Ali saw it as promotion, for Frazier, it was deeply personal and hurtful. It fueled a rage that would burn hotter than the Manila sun. Frazier stepped into that ring not just to win, but to punish Ali for the disrespect. He was a man on a mission. The bell for the first round rings. Ali comes out fast, just as everyone expected. He's dancing, flicking his jab, using his superior reach and speed to keep Frazier at a distance. He's landing combinations, popping Frazier's head back. And it looks like it might be an easy night for the greatest. For the first few rounds, Ali is in complete control. He's taunting Frazier, talking to him, seemingly proving his own pre-fight predictions right. He's putting on a masterclass, and it seems like Frazier's relentless style might not be enough this time. But if there's one thing you can never do, it's count out Smoking Joe Frazier. Around the fifth round, the tide begins to turn. The oppressive heat is starting to take its toll on Ali, whose constant movement requires immense energy. Frazier, ever the stalker, keeps pressing forward, walking through Ali's punches to get inside and work the body. He starts landing thunderous hooks to Ali's ribs, shots designed to sap the air from his lungs and drain the life from his legs. The middle rounds are pure, unadulterated savagery. This is no longer a boxing match. It's a war of attrition. The momentum swings to Frazier. He's trapping Ali on the ropes, unleashing vicious attacks. One left hook in the sixth round sends Ali flying into the ropes, a punch so powerful it would have knocked out almost any other fighter. But Ali, with his legendary chin and even greater heart, somehow stays on his feet. The crowd is roaring. The fight has transformed into a brutal, close-quarters brawl. Ali later said that these rounds were the closest he had ever come to dying. The punishment he was absorbing was immense. Frazier was relentless, a human buzzsaw cutting through Ali's defense. The body shots were crippling. Ali could no longer dance. He was forced to stand and trade blows with one of the hardest hitters in history. This was Frazier's fight, his whirl of pain and pressure, and he was dragging Ali down into it. But then, in the later rounds, something incredible happens. Just when it seems Ali is broken, he digs deep into a reservoir of courage that few humans possess. He finds a second wind. He starts fighting back with a ferocity that matches Frazier's. He plants his feet and starts throwing powerful right hands, finding a home on Frazier's increasingly swollen face. The 12th and 13th rounds are a display of almost superhuman will. Both men are utterly exhausted, fighting on pure instinct and heart. Ali lands a series of devastating blows that cause Frazier's left eye to swell shut. Soon, his right eye is nearly closed as well. Frazier is effectively blind. Fighting a ghost, he can only hear and feel. He's swinging his shadows, guided only by his warrior spirit, still moving forward, still trying to land that one fight-ending punch. Ali, sensing his opponent is fading, unleashes a final, desperate assault in the 14th round, hammering the nearly defenseless Frazier with punch after punch. Frazier's mouthpiece goes flying into the crowd, a testament to the sheer violence of the exchange. Between the 14th and 15th rounds, a moment of profound drama unfolds in Frazier's corner. His legendary trainer, Eddie Futch, looks at his battered, blinded fighter. Frazier, a warrior to his core, wants to continue. He begs Futch to let him go out for the final round. But Futch, seeing the state of his man, makes a decision that arguably saves Frazier's life. He tells him, "It's over. No one will ever forget what you did here today," and signals to the referee to stop the fight. Across the ring, Ali, upon seeing Frazier's corner stop the fight, raises his arms in a brief moment of victory before collapsing onto the canvas, utterly spent. He had given everything. Both men had. Ali later described the experience as the closest thing to dying that I know of. He had won, but the cost was immense. The thriller in Manila wasn't just a fight. It was a testament to the human spirit. It showed us the incredible heights of courage, endurance, and will that two individuals could reach. It was violent, it was brutal, but it was also beautiful in its raw display of heart. Ali and Frazier left a piece of themselves in that ring forever, and in doing so, they created a legend that will never fade. They were two of the greatest warriors to ever step through the ropes, and their final battle was their masterpiece. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back to one of boxing's most iconic moments. If you enjoyed this story of courage and rivalry, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the greatest stories in sports history. Let me know in the comments what your favorite moment from the Ali Frazier rivalry is. Until next time, stay legendary!